the real legal limits flow from, in a paradoxical way, from the very nature of this debate. That what we're doing, as Dove pointed out, is reaching to international norms, but very few of the treaties actually require. So this is discretionary at the domestic level, both in terms of the choice of crimes and the choice of suspects, but it's instantiated and it's drawn from the international levels. So this is one of the critical fault lines in the debate. And so for me, the legal limit is to be precise in a non crimen sine lege way of exactly what is the norm that we're prosecuting. When we say war crimes, that's a broad category. You know, and people sometimes get very flippant, very uneven, I would say, in the way they characterize offenses that we want to be universal because of our universal ethos, and yet are at a domestic level embedded in the domestic code in very uneven ways. Some of the domestic codes make specific reference to underlying treaty provisions. Many just speak in terms of offenses that would be subject to felony offenses. The domestic categorizations are all over the map, which I think is a technical, substantive problem. And there's also a bit of a disconnect because what we say is that universal jurisdiction offenses are universally recognized and universally condemned, and yet defined in the domestic codes in any number of ways.